the worries about germs and illnesses. Studies have shown that probiotics are one of parents' most effective tools for keeping kids healthy year-round. Dr. Natalie Engelbart, founder and clinical director of Alternative Health Solutions and YourTopLife.com, can explain. Great to see you, doctor. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Let me ask you, how can bacteria play a role in boosting our immune system and keeping us from getting sick?
Well, I think the first thing we need to talk about is that not all bacteria is bad. There, of course, are bad bacteria out there that can cause illness and sickness, but there are very good bacteria also that should be in and on our bodies, and especially in high concentrations in our digestive tracts. And this good bacteria, or probiotics, they actually make certain types of antibiotics, antivirals, antifungals, and other factors that can actually protect us from the germs and the things that we come into contact with on a daily basis.
And that's what we're seeing here in the video. So how effective are probiotics in keeping kids from getting sick when they're really at school, especially? They're surrounded by germs day in and day out.
That's right. I think we're going to find that probiotics are going to be parents' most effective tool, or one of their most effective tools for keeping their kids well during the school year. In fact, a recent study just showed that kids who are supplemented with probiotics are 3 times less likely to suffer from snuffy noses, coughs, fevers, and other studies have shown that probiotics can decrease the symptoms of allergies and allergy responses. So if you want your kids to be healthy and not suffer from the fevers and the colds and the flus, I would definitely recommend a high-quality probiotic on a daily basis. Okay,
do kids need to be given a supplement, or do they get enough from foods that they eat on a day in and day out?
Well, you know, frankly, it's very difficult to get enough probiotic in your system without supplementing. The only foods that contain probiotics are fermented foods. So these are going to be things like kefir and sauerkraut. I don't know a lot of kids who like those.
Yeah, probably not. Not mine.
But even, you know, yogurts, the store-bought yogurts, a lot of times contain a lot of sugar. And they just don't contain the probiotics in the quantities that we're talking about to get the immune system boosting qualities that we want to see.
Okay, well, so many different probiotics on the market today out there. Which one do you recommend that parents give to their children to help boost their immunity, to help really keep them healthy?
The one that I recommend for my patients and for their children is called Dr. Ohhira's probiotic, and it truly is unique. It's backed by 20 years of scientific research, and one of the things I love about it is it actually contains 12 different strains of good bacteria, not just 1 or 2, and this is very important because each individual strain they have different characteristics for immune boosting qualities. And my favorite thing about this product is that it is actually fermented for 3 full years in its own food source. So you get the prebiotics, you get the probiotics, you get the organic acids, you get the bacteriocins and the other things that we're talking about to get these high clinical effects.
All right, as a parent, I got to ask you, any tricks to getting the kids to take their probiotics, and also how many do you recommend?
Yes, you know, with Dr. Ohhira's, it's really pretty easy. I've got some right here, and they're nice and small. They're in these little gel packs, and so they're very easy for kids to swallow. Or you can hide them in like a little spoonful of yogurt or applesauce to get them down the hatch. Or sometimes I'll even have the parents just open them up and give them to their children that way. They taste very pleasant. And as far as dosage goes, I typically recommend if your child is under 100 pounds, 1 a day should be good. And if they're over 100 pounds, then you want to do 1 in the morning, 1 at night.
Are probiotics all we need to prevent our kids from getting sick?
Well, no, of course we want to be smart about things, and diet and lifestyle factors of course play a big role. We want to make sure our kids wash their hands frequently and avoid touching their eyes and their nose and their mouth, and protect those mucosal membranes. You know, get plenty of rest, exercise, eat your fruits and vegetables, and you know, try to get high quality protein sources that don't contain a lot of antibiotics in them. But you know, I really think that what we're going to find, parents, if you start supplementing your children with Dr. Ohhira's probiotics, you're going to be amazed at how healthy your children can be through the school year and the whole year long.
Sounds good. Dr. Engelbart, great to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, and you can find out much more about Dr. Ohhira's probiotic products by logging on to EssentialFormulas.com.